Hello everyone. In the last episode, we expanded our current city. We added this industrial area along with some low residential buildings. We have also added this high residential zone along with few office buildings. And then we added a lot of services and expanded our college and high schools. Here I am planning to build the downtown, but to build the downtown there are prerequisites which I want to do first. The main requirement is to have train station for the downtown, and in City Skylines too, if you need the train station you will have to build the rail yard first. I don't want to place the rail yard on this island or near the downtown. I want this away somewhere on this part. Also here we have a lot of natural resources. As you can see, we have this fertile land and then we have two patches of oil. We also have some fertile land here along with some forestry. So we can build a small industrial town along this highway exit. We also can connect this industrial area with the current industrial area using the cargo train station. That will be unlocked once we place the rail yard. Today, let's expand our city and let's build another small supporting city on this part of the map. So first, let's unlock few tiles. We have 42 tiles which we can unlock. So we will unlock the tiles near this highway exit. And we are spending around 19 tiles, so this is good. We can add this one as well, and we are covering all this area. Let's add this one. So we are adding this 21 tiles. Let's purchase this. Now we need to work on this highway exit. Eventually I want to expand the city here as well, so we will make this a 4-way highway interchange. And currently we haven't unlocked highways and intersections as well, but we have 25 development points. So let's unlock the highways, which will use our 2 development points, and then we will unlock the intersections, which will use our 4 development points. We have to make sure that we are not placing our highway interchange on the natural resources which we have. And I'm planning to use this clover leaf. So we will place exactly where this previous interchange is. So first let's delete this rail and power line. Okay, now let's see if we can place our clover leaf directly without deleting this interchange. So if we delete few of the roads, we will be able to place. Also, I want this entire road to be an overpass so that we can put some roads going below the highway. So now let's delete few roads. So let's try to place our clover leaf interchange. So I guess this looks good. We'll place the road here. Now let's see. Okay, we will adjust this roads a bit. Also we have to make this entire overpass, so we will delete roads from here. Okay, perfect. So we have this elevated highway. Here we can extend these roads a bit. Sounds good. And then we will take this road on the ground level. And here we have this roundabout. Let's add these roads. Okay, so people can come here and take a U-turn. Let's connect this road as well. Okay, so we have our highway. Now next we will put this rail yard, and we also have to make sure that we are not placing it on the natural resources. So I guess here, somewhere here will be a good place. We can put it somewhere here in this part. So let's turn this off. Let's place a building here. Now since we have placed our rail yard here, we will first connect all these rail routes, and we will also add some roads around this area. And here we have some natural resources, so we will also flatten this land so that we have maximum extract from oil. Quickly, let's begin with adding this rail route. Alright, so we have added several roads in this part. If we switch on the natural resources tab, we can see we have some fertile land here where we will place several farms. Here we can place oil industries, and in this part we can place our forestry industry. On this side I am planning to place our cargo terminal. So now let's add some rail routes as well, and also we will connect this electricity first. So let's go underground and connect this power line directly here. We don't want any overhead power lines. Okay, now next step, we have to upgrade this cargo harbor, and we can do it with rail connection. So we will require to extend a little bit of land on this part since it is showing the error. So let's reduce the burst size to 60 and extend this land a little bit. Also we will smoothen out this land. Now let's upgrade this railway connection, and you can see we have the railway connection here. Next step is I would like to bring the rail connection from here, which can connect directly to our rail yard, and another connection can go here. So let's build the rail first. Let's use the double train track, and here we have the ship route. So we will have to increase our elevation to 50 meters, and from here we'll just first place a bridge parallel to our zoning. This looks good. We will reduce this bridge height to 10 meters, and we will keep the road straight. Now we will do similar thing here as well. Let's bring the road forward, keep it on 180 degrees. Let's place our railroad here. Now secondly, I would like to have the connection coming from here, which will eventually turn, and then from here it will again connect to this railroad. So let's put a road from here. Now let's make this connection. We are keeping the height as 10 meters, and simply we will make this connection. Now we have the route coming from cargo harbor. Now we can place our cargo train terminal. So let's place the cargo terminal here, and we will give it a dedicated entrance. So let's put it a one-way road. We'll keep it simple, and on this road we will place our cargo terminal, and it looks good on this part. I will also extend this road so we have this parking as well. Okay, now let's soften the land, and now we can make this connection from here to here. So we will also require some land on this part, and we will soften this line. Okay, let's take the double tram track, or we will use the two-way tram track, and we will use the curve road. Okay, so we have the connection between our two cargo terminals. Now we can place a route between these two. So let's place that first, but it will not work until unless we give the connection to rail yard, which we will do next. So from here we will give the connection to our rail yard. So let's take this road and we will keep it elevated. Okay, so I think this is even smoother, so this is a better connection. And from here we also need connections which needs to go to this downtown, and here we will need to place a train station. So let's place this train station here for now, and we will keep it off. Secondly, we want to take the train connection through our city, and that's why we will first place a two-way train track. It will be elevated, and first we will place it here. Let's also build the road, and we will require again to reach 50 meters. So we will do that. We will cross the line and then again come down to 10 meters. From here, now we need another train station which will support this town and some part of this area as well. So maybe we can find a place where we can put our train station, and I think somewhere near the highway it will be a good place. So let's place train station exactly next to our highway. It looks good. Let's give it a road connection. So from here we'll simply add one road, and maybe we can convert it to small alley road. Okay, now we have the train station for this area, and then we have another train station for downtown. Let's make these connections. We will try to keep it parallel to the highway. So again we can bring the rail till here and make a gentle curve. Then we also need a connection to our rail yard. So what we can do is we can make connection from this road so before doing that, first let's make this connection. our train can come from rail yard to this train station, and from here it can go to our another train station. Of course we need to complete this line, so let's do that as well. We'll place this similar overpass train route. Now we have to keep this curve a little bit gentle, and maybe we can try and see if we can. So basically this tower is creating some issues, so let's move this tower for now under here, and we will delete this road. And let's add this train route. Nice. Now again we can put a small gravel road, and then we will place this tower back to its original position. And then we will switch on the tower again. Okay, so now we have a rail coming into our downtown. We will continue it. Of course we will lose some buildings, but that's fine. And here as well we can bring the road. We'll try to keep the train around 2 sails away from the main road, and then we can simply just curve the road and connect it. Let's make this curve a little bit smoother. So let's expand this road. So we have nice smooth curve and a connection to our train station. This looks good. Now we can also connect this line with this already existing line. So let's extend this road from here. And we have a simple connection. This looks fine now. We can also make one small connection directly from this station, but we have to make sure that we are not taking too much of space from our oil industry. So maybe what we can do is just make the connection somewhere here so that it will not interrupt oil industry. Okay, now we have both these connections. And now the last connection is this one. Let's make this connection a little bit smoother. And now let's make all these connections. We also require to connect this power line, so let's make that connection as well. We'll keep it underground, and that is sorted as well. Now let's add some farms, oil industry and forestry industry in this part of the town. So we can place a few grain farms here. Okay, so we have several farms placed in the center, and around all these farms we will have our residential zoning. Now let's focus on our oil industry. So we can go, and for here we can place it on oil drilling. So here we have covered this entire land with oil industry. Now we have forestry as well. So let's place some forestry industry where we have thick trees. And we have unlocked this paper factory, so definitely we will place this building here. So let's look at all of these buildings once we place this. Okay, so we have few forestry industry as well. Now let's take a look at the signature buildings. So we have this dairy house. We can place this dairy house somewhere here. So we can line it up somewhere on this corner. And then we have this paper factory. So it's a quite huge building, but I guess we can place it in this part. Since this will be an industrial town, this building will nicely give it a industrial look. I think keeping it parallel to the highway will look even better. So let's give it a road now. First, just let's place the road in front of the building, and we can simply connect it to the main road. We can also place some more buildings in this part. So here we can add some industry buildings, and now we have to give a road to this dairy house. So this is a quick, nice way to build any road. Just use the grid. Okay, so now we have placed forestry industry, oil industry and our farming industry as well. Now next step is that we will need to add few services. Here we can see we have low availability on healthcare and crematorium as well. So once we place new houses in this part, it will definitely require all these services. Secondly, we will also require a fire station and police station, so that we can place in this part as well. And here we can add some industry. So as you can see, we have demand for industry buildings, so let's start with that first. Let's make a small zoning here, and in the center we can place our industry buildings. Again, if we consider the wind direction, it works fine. We can also add some industry buildings in these two blocks. Let's just add some pathways first, and maybe we can add a pathway here as well. Same we will do here. Also, in this part we have some groundwater, So I guess we can place this groundwater pumping station. This farm doesn't cause any ground pollution, so we can place this groundwater pumping station. So let's make this road better. Here we will add a groundwater pumping station. Now first let's add a medical clinic. And I'm planning to have all this area as residential, so somewhere in the center. Maybe this can be a good place for our medical clinic. Let's place it in this corner and we can extend this in the back. Next is we will need to place a crematorium. We have cemetery availability, so it doesn't make sense to place a cemetery, so let's go with crematorium. I think this can be a good place. Perfect. Next is the fire hazard, so basically we will have to place firehouse, and I think somewhere around industry area it will be very helpful. This can protect our oil industry and forestry industry as well as some city area. We can place it just here. So this is almost the end of the town and this can cover a lot of area. Next is we have police station. This is also a big building, but I guess this is a nice place. We can place it here. Perfect. Now we have demand for low density, so let's place some low density buildings here. And before adding the buildings, let's add first more roads. Okay, so now in this part we will add some residential zoning and we will add a low residence building. And now let's play the simulation. Let the buildings grow. So we have some issues. We don't have the electricity, and one of the cause is that this power line is not connected to the road, and for that simply we can add one transformer. We can also connect it using this electric cable, but this transformer looks good in this industrial area, so maybe we will find a place where we can place our transformer. And also this will look good somewhere near our rail yard, and I think this is a perfect place. Let's connect this transformer using the underground power line. And now the issue should ideally be resolved. We also have error for backed up sewage because we don't have the pipeline connection, so we will use a combined pipeline connection and simply give a connection, and this problem should also resolve. And in this entire part we can place several industrial buildings. We also have unlocked this chemical plant. Let's look at the building. Okay, so this is also a huge building, but we will keep it for later. For now I think this one building looks good for this entire industrial zoning, and we also have enough electricity, but if we want we can add this small coal power plant which can give us some industrial vibe to this area. Looks good, so we will keep it here. This will also increase our electricity availability once we connect it to the main grid. So now the electricity is flowing everywhere and we don't have any complaints from citizens. So this is also looking good. Let's add some more roads for our industry. Okay, so here also we can add more industry zoning. Now let's add a educational facility. So we have requirement for elementary school and maybe we can place it somewhere here. So this place looks good for elementary school, and here on the back side we can extend this with some playgrounds. So here playground looks good. Here we can extend it with this children's clinic. So we have this elementary school here, and on this part we can add some parks for the children. So maybe we can add a little bit bigger plaza. So let's place it here, and then we will cover this remaining area with more trees and pathways. And on this side maybe we can add this small basketball court. Let's see. Yes, it fits here. It can also fit on the side here, right track. Yes, it is fitting here as well. And we have, I guess, reached the next milestone. Yes, if we go to milestone, we have reached big city. Okay, so now let's do a quick detailing time lapse and add some pathways and trees around our city. Okay, so that is it for detailing time lapse. Today I guess we have most of the things. Of course this train station is not yet started because we haven't started this connection, but maybe we can try. So let's switch on this connection and we will add a train line. So passenger railway line tool, we will place one from here. I want train to come on this platform. Let's just complete the line. Okay, now let's see. We should have one passenger train line. Okay, so this is the passenger train. Let's follow it. Okay, so we already have one passenger train leaving the station. It has 0 passengers, but then we'll just follow it. Okay, so this is looking good. Of course, once we have more population, then a lot of people will commute using the train, and we will also extend these train lines. But for now, this is good enough. Secondly, we are facing issues at some of these highway intersections, but again in the next episode we will add another connection from here which will reduce the load on this one road, so we won't look at it right now. So mainly we built this cargo station and it is working fine. You can see we have around 5,000 tons of storage. We are currently out of fuel, the basic power plant that burns coal to produce electricity. So maybe we will wait for some time and hoping that we will get the exports from other city. The another issue which we have right now is we don't have any direct connection to this road. So let's first do that as well. So let's extend this road for now. Again later on we will make the proper connections. Let's change the direction. I want people to come to the city using this road, so maybe they can come from this side. Here as well we can add one small interchange which this road can connect to this highway. We can simply put this interchange and we will just connect the roundabout to this road. So let's just delete some of these roads and this one as well. Okay, now let's connect all these highway roads. Then we also need these rail connections to go over this highway. And here we will make these connections. Let's try to keep it simple. Okay, this looks good. And then we will have connection like this. Okay, so yeah, we have connections for people to come to the city. Maybe now we will just extend this road a little bit. Okay, now people can come to our city. Here they have two connections. Here they can just enter the city, but they will have to leave from this side. Of course, we will add some more connections as I said. And let's look at the current source of income. So we have around 35 million and a lot of monthly balance. So 2.5 million monthly balance. We don't have any loans, and we have around 15% of industrial tax. So roads are running a lot, and also education and garbage is currently in profit. Healthcare we are currently losing a lot, but I guess it's okay because we are earning quite a bit of amount. Production, as you can see, we have a lot of production for stone. Then we have 165 tons of oil production as well, along with some vegetables and grain. We haven't placed any livestock, but maybe on this part we can think of placing the livestock as well. Forestry industry also giving us a lot of income, around 221 tons, so that's a good thing. And here you can see that our high density residential demand is also growing, and medium and low as well. Now as you can see, we have a lot of traffic related issues, but not to worry, we will take care of it in the next episode. And then we have this high rent issue. So whenever we face this kind of high rent issue, what I have noticed is that if you try to zone on this area, you can see for low residency it shows red. So wherever there is this red there, and if we have low residency, it creates an issue. So we will have to replace that as well in the later episode. But for now we will keep it as it is, and let our demand grow for all the areas. But that is it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed, let me know, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.